Ollie oxen free. Hi, welcome in. Testing, turkey sandwich. T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Turkey sandwich, testing. Ollie oxen free. LA, are you there? I'm waiting on LA to start so we can start. All systems go. It's all quiet in the Western Front. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is her show starting? Where are you, LA? Just give it a little time before it runs into the system. You know what? I'm glad I started early because I forgot to put this puppy on public. I think it will help if I put it on public. You think? Oh, there we go. Now give it 4 to 10 seconds and I should be all systems go. I'm glad I caught that in ample time. Yuck. We are live. And when I say we meaning my staff of workers. Y'all, I don't even think they are awake yet. Live chat, remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. It is the Morning Moo. There it is. There I is. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Welcome into the beginning of the show. Sound quality check and all that. Elay, are you there, girlfriend? And how's the musicking? I'll turn the music up just a smidget more. Who could ask for anything more? Let's go, tablet. Let's go. I think this might be it right here, far as the sound assurance. Wow, what's going on? You're here early. Well, who's to say I'm here early too? How are you doing? Never mind me. I'm just making sure all my things sound great on here. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Ollie oxen free. Checking to see if the music is musicking. How are you doing today? Thank you so much. Welcome in. I'm just going to roll with it. Hopefully the music will pick up in the background. The thing is, I don't want it too loud. It can be annoying. What's going on? High five. Bam. Welcome in. Good morning. Welcome to the show, my cool peeps. Your girl, LA, is here early today. Thank you so much for coming in. Hope you guys are having a good time. To win. Y'all, I really like cows. Cows are cool and they're really fun. So, like I said, I'm super duper early today. For me, it's Monday, the 16th. How was y'all Friday the 13th? My Friday the 13th was off the chain. I enjoy Friday the 13th so much. It's like a mini holiday. We tried to watch some scary movies and all that too. Thank you so much. So, you guys are a mess. What time is it where you are? Y'all are already cutting up in the comments. Y'all need to, in the words of Wendy Williams, take several seats. What are you guys doing up so early? Or is it late where you are? For me, it is 3:57. Thank you guys so much for pressing the like. It'd be very appreciated if you could press the like button while I have a handful of people in here, and that's a lot to me. So what I'm looking at is my my computer. I have some things I want to put in there if I can find it in time. I am looking forward to getting myself a nice large cup of coffee. Usually I would have it on the live, but lately I've been drinking coffee as a reward for myself, so when I get off the live, I can have something to look forward to, like motivation. And this time around, I'm going to put sugar in it. Usually when I drink my coffee, I drink it plain with no sugar. Hi, how are you doing? High five. Bam. Thank you so much. You know, this cow's gotta do what this cow's gotta do. You guys, I'm really thankful because I think good news happened with the groundhog. As many times as I watch it, I still get it mixed up. So all I know is for me, because this year I chose not to watch the groundhog situation, I just wanted to wing it. And I'm going to assume that, at least for us, because I'm in the state of Georgia. I'm in the United States, and I'm in the state of Georgia. Hey, y'all. How are you doing? Thank you so much. And so I heard birds last week before the sun started to split the sky. And it sounded like the birds were so close to my window. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding. Because usually I don't hear anything until later, right before the sun starts to split into the sky. Thank you so much. That's really cool. Thank you so much for your sticker and donation. No Gods, No Masters X, thank you so much for your donation. That means a lot. So yeah, I was like, I'm going to wait again till the next day to see if I hear the birds again at the same time. And sure enough, just like clockwork, I heard those cute birds again close to my window. And I'm like, y'all, I think spring is on this way. Dun 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 dun. Hey, dun 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 dun. So what about you? Have you guys seen any signs besides the groundhog that gave you hope that I think it's going to be a lovely day or an early spring? Yeah, I am here for the early spring because this winter was tough. Took a, got some, I just, how can I say this? Up north, they got hit with so much snow. The news people kept reporting it and covering it, as they should. But I don't see them reporting and covering it anymore, not even an ounce, because it's like, to me, they will make it their mission to drive over the state or take in calls to be like, anybody see any snow around here? Yes, we've reported a snow sighting. And blah, 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 blah. And they'll be there. I didn't see any of that. So I think all the snow is completely gone. And we're about to hit into some warm weather. Y'all, I got to get some more shorts outfits. Rarely do I shop for shorts outfits. But this year, I want shorts outfits. And you know what I like? I like shorts outfits that aren't too complicated. Too complicated meaning, like, for example, I can go to a store and I don't have to think about putting together a top and bottom, because that can be hard. I just want to go to the store, guys, and not think so hard. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with Funky Dineva. Shouts out to Funky Dineva, because he always would say he likes shopping at places like The Gap, Old Navy, Target, because on display they always have the outfits already set up. So all you have to do is look at the wall, look at the pictures, or look at the mannequins, and just look for your size in the shirt. So that's how I feel too, and that's where I intend to go and get some short sets from. Top and bottoms, and I gotta find me some really nice flip-flops, some sandals. I'm happily married, thank you for asking. I've been married for 10 years, going on 11 this come July. Excuse me. It is the Morning Moo. Morning Moo Monday Madness Motivation, helping moo and moo power moo your work week. Oh, murmur. Let's put some cows in the chat. 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 Moo. Cows in the chat. Cows in the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children, pets, plants, animals, artificial intelligence, and all living, breathing things here. It is time for Morning Moo Monday Madness Motivation, helping moo and moo power. Moo your work week. Who. We gotta go to work, so somebody might as well be here for a short amount of time, helping you get motivated to drag yourself out of bed, crawl to your coffee pots, fill it up with coffee, and get ready for your job. This is my job, and I'm thankful for it, and I love my job, and I love it. Yeah, and I love it. No, it's not a tent, but I like your imagination. Thank you for asking. And you know what? I wouldn't even thought about it being a tent, but since you brought it up, I think that's a good idea for future endeavors when I make other videos. This is actually a green screen. Well, it's blue, but it's reversible. Behind this is the green color. I chose blue, and y'all, I just tacked this up here. That's why it's so loose. I just tacked it up here, so it's hanging on by a wing and a prayer. It's a fort. She built it in her living room. Might as well. There's nothing else to do around here. I'm just playing. LOL. No, this is not a tent. However, I like your imagination. I am EAGINA. I probably am going to spell imagination wrong, but moving forward. Well, I really try to refrain from adding so much stuff into my coffee because it's just good habits for me. But today I'm feeling like in the mood of celebrating because I'm reaching so many personal goals. So as a treat for myself, I will get a large coffee and I will put sugar in it. So yes to the coffee. And thank you guys so much for putting some cows in the chat. Cows in the chat. Cows in the chat. Cows in the chat. I want the science people, aka NASA, to give planet Earth a peace offering saying, we're sorry we messed up this planet by making weird stuff in our science labs and allegedly releasing it out to all of you. As a peace offering, guys, I want them to give us a strawberry cow. You know how cool life would be if we had cows in the chats and strawberry cows? That would be most utterly amazing. Thank you. Utterly amazing. Utterly amazing. Not in addition to having cows in the chat. Cows in the chat. Moo. Cows in the chat. Cows in the chat. We have strawberry cows in the chat. We have regular milk dairy cows in the chat. And once again, thank you so much for putting cows in the chat. Feel free to put animal emojis in the chat or any other emoji that you like in general. In the chat. Why are you wearing a cow outfit? Are you fat? No, I'm not fat. I'm actually a skinny cow. And sometimes when I go to the farm on Mondays and Tuesdays after this live stream and after finishing breakfast, the cows do question my integrity of the cows because they say I'm a little too small to be hanging out with them. But somebody's got to be the cow ambassador. I am the cow ambassador, at least for the area of cows where I live at. So they want to make sure that when I check in, that I'm representing the cows all right. Once again, shouts out to cows in the chat and strawberry cows. Science people, aka NASA people, can you please give us strawberry cows? And also my other wackos wish, please, since y'all in y'all science lab tearing up everything, can you please go in your science labs and give us unicorns? We promise to protect the unicorns with all of our hearts. We have Unicorn Protection Committee, guys. If you want to be a part of the Morning Moo Unicorn Protection Committee, here are your uniforms. You can choose from a karate suit or a ninja suit. We have a one size fits most, or aka the good old-fashioned one size fits all. Please feel free to get your Unicorn Protection Committee ninja suit or karate suit so you can protect the unicorns, because NASA will be giving us unicorns as a a gift for apologies for tearing up this planet Earth and strawberry cows. Thank you for the bananas and the rhinoceros. I like the rhinoceros. We can say that the rhinoceros that you sent are also hippopotamuses. So we have a rhinoceros and hippopotamus combo. Thank you. High five. Bam. Y'all, this is good, and I appreciate all you guys' help, all you guys' love. It means a lot. I'm here a little bit early today by choice, and I'm really digging it. I'm going to type in the question here just to keep things going. So if you see me staring at the screen, not only am I looking at you, I am typing on the screen. What is your favorite ice cream? What is your fave ice cream? There we go. And then I'm going to push answer, push done, and have the question pop up there. So I'm starting the Q&A. It should pop up at any given minute. How are my beautiful people doing? Or should I say, how are my cool people doing? Once again, thank you so much for the donations, guys. Donations mean monetary, your time, pressing the like button, and or dropping a comment. That's what's considered donations over here. Everything counts, and it really adds up, and I really appreciate you all. Thank you so much for putting cows in the chats, animals in the chats, and your favorite emoji in the chat in general. Thank you guys so much. It's like I can never say thank you enough. Thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you for your support. I'm not going anywhere. I just want to say thank you because you guys are here. Today's topic is how in the world is cooking oil cholesterol free? It don't make sense to me. That sounds like it's borderline an oxymoron. My favorite ice cream is Dolce di. That sounds fancy. Is that the type of French frosted ice cream? Is it like a fancy icy ice cream? That's really cool, guys. Thank you so much for your comments. It is very relaxing. It's Monday. I start out every Monday with a blank sheet of paper, and by the time I get to the end of the work week, which is like Friday, this puppy is full, and usually I'm on my second or third sheet of paper. So here we go. Just caramel. It's just caramel. Wow. I'm going to type in the chat one of my favorite ice creams because you can have more than one favorite ice cream. Since I want to do audience participation, I like vanilla. I'm probably going to spell vanilla wrong. And my spell check don't spell check all the time. With it or M and M's candy. So that's what I'm putting. I like this. There's my ice cream. So I have my handy dandy whatchamacallit tablet or whatever. Yeah, I'm getting everything mixed up. We have a clipboard, we have a tablet, we have a notepad. It's just so many things. It's different various writing styles and items that you can put on here. So it is 02/16/26. Good morning, all my cool peeps. The time for me is 4:12 a.m. ET time in the grand state of Georgia. I am from the United States, reporting live from somewhere in the state of Georgia. I love the state of Georgia so much. It's a wild state, y'all. It's like the wild, wild west. But I'm quite sure each one of you can say that you have somewhere in your state, albeit it's a calm state or not, you have some parts in your state where it's considered wild. To me, almost the whole state of Georgia is wiggity, wiggity wild. I love the state of Georgia so much. Yeah. It's a clipboard actually, but I get the words mixed up sometimes, because they can be, well, I interchange the words because they kind of mean the same. This is a clipboard, and on top of my clipboard, I have a stack of paper. But now that you mentioned notebook, though, I do need to get some more notebooks. because I write all the time. I'm a writer and I like to take notes. I enjoy taking notes. It's really fun. And you guys, my cool peeps, my beautiful peeps out there who are here, don't forget to remember how to write, because we can forget. I had to make sure I am consciously writing legibly, because I don't want to take notes and nobody can read them. I'm so used to typing, you know. So we had to remember to write. Notes. And so what type of notes do I write? For example, I already have it dated. I have it dated right now. I'm getting ready to set up my framework for today's topic, which is how is cooking oil cholesterol free. I do a lot of pre-planning of what I want to do in the future for my live streams. I write stories. I write tons of story ideas, story prompts. Pretty much my life is a journal. Not saying I chronicleize everything I do, but I chronicleize a lot of my daily activities in reference to YouTube and works. So that's a big old feat within itself. So I'm writing down now, Morning Moo. I have Morning Moo right here, and then I'm going to put the topic. So if you guys want to take your YouTubing seriously, you can have digital notes or you can have handwritten notes, or you can do both. I prefer both. Thank you so much. Here is a hug from me to you. Thank you so much. And I'm writing down the topic, how is cooking oil cholesterol. Y'all, cholesterol sometimes is difficult for me to say, and this is how it's spelled. It's CHOLESTEROL. That's weird. And now I'll underline it. Maybe I can underline it in reverse. I don't want to mess up my notes, but topic. And it's underlined. So I have the date, what this particular video is about, because I have a schedule for myself. I work on here Monday through Fridays. It's supposed to be 5 a.m. every day, Monday through Fridays, but I decided to hop on early because I wanted to. Not to my knowledge. Are you pregnant now? I don't know. But if I am, joy to the world. My family and I will be super duper happy. Thank you for asking. I didn't think oil was cholesterol free. Exactly. That's why I was baffled by the whole thing. I had to make it a whole topic. Thank you. Thank you so much for your words of encouragement. I am too. You guys, how in the world is cholesterol fat free? Cholesterol is fat. When I'm drowning my chicken leg in all that oil, which is fat, the intention is to have a crispy, greasy chicken leg, or heck, a turkey leg. And it's fattening. So I have a bottle of cooking oil picked up from Walmart, and the bottle is cute and it's sturdy. But when I when I read the bottle, it was like cholesterol free. I started hemming and hawing like foghorn leg haw. A hem and a hummer, a hem and a hummer, a hem and a haw. Now, how in the world? I said, how in the world is cooking oil fat free? Where's my tiny notes? I have tiny notes that I need to transfer over to my bigger notes. That's just like saying fat-free candy. Exactly. It is, because I don't have it next to me. It is, you know what? I think it is canola oil. It was a vegetable oil. Now, I know, like, in the history world of cooking shows, they have their preferences. Some cooking show people say, I like to cook with vegetable oil, blah, blah, blah. What's going on, Tarsus? High five. Bam. How the heck are ya? How do you do the high hoof move? What's going on? I am here early today and I'm really feeling this. We are gathered around here, the forest fire, the dumpster fire, the bonfire, and my favorite, the ring of fire before the rising sun, trying to figure out how in the world cooking oil is cholesterol free. It don't make any kinds of sense to me. So, as I get ready to open up my tab and ask AI Overview for some assistance, it's going to be like, LA, why are you waking me up this early in the morning with your crazy questions? Why aren't you utilizing me for things that matter? AI Overview, this matters to me. Okay, so thank you for answering this question. AI Overview, how is cooking oil fat-free? And I'm putting fat-free in quotations. I am ready to learn. So we're going to have fun today, and I'm going to keep the moderation of comments to a minimum. I've realized that a lot of you are new here, so you don't know how it rolls in here. So just come on in, say something. Just don't be super duper crazy. I accept compliments because there's nothing wrong with compliments. Outside of that, according to AI Overview, guys, as you sit around the bonfire, cooking oil is never truly fat-free. I'm done. I don't need to read anymore. But wait, fat-free is not the same as cholesterol. Oils ain't oils and goils ain't goils. I said it and I'll tell you accent exactly, because right before you came on, Tarsus, I was like, it put me into my foghorn leghorn talking. I said that don't make no, that don't make no sense. Cooking oil is never truly fat-free. Rather, it is labeled fat-free or zero fat due to food labeling regulations. So what is it saying? So translation to me, I'm translating that to be, there's a loophole so they can lie and tell us anything. Am I gathering this correctly? Cooking oil is never truly fat-free. Rather, it is labeled fat-free or zero fat due to food labeling regulations, allowing products less than 0.5 grams of fat per serving to be labeled as zero. Cooking sprays are nearly... Tell us anything, y'all. Cooking sprays are nearly 100% fat. But use extremely small serving sizes. For example, 1/5 of a second spray. What the H? Are we measuring fat by the amount of spray? Yes, moo moo bark bark to you and all of you. Welcome into Morning Moo Monday Motivational Madness, where I'm helping moo and moo power moo your work week. High five to all of you. Bam. Thank you so much for pressing the like and coming in. I really appreciate it. You guys are showing up and showing out. To meet this technical, often misleading FDA definition. So even AI Overview agrees that this is kind of technical and often misleading FDA definition. It is misleading. How is cooking oil fat-free? Question: how is cooking oil Well, I can tell you this. High five. My weekend, which was mainly my family and I mainly emphasized the Friday the 13th of it all. It was fun and it was carefree. Unlike this crazy bottle of cholesterol telling us it's fat free. Tell us lies, tell us sweet little lies. That's just like saying this candy is fat free, so you can eat the whole bag. FDA approved, allegedly. Valentine's Day, we don't really get into that too much. We would really spend our time on Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th is a whole vibe for us, so we had a splendid weekend, how can I say? You know, yeah, we don't get wrapped up too much in all that Valentine's Day stuff. It's cute, but it's not. There's no pressure. Like I've seen growing up all my life, usually Valentine's ends in fights. But that's never really been our thing. You know, we have wedding anniversaries now. You want to talk about a wedding anniversary? That's our Valentine's Day. We're on a whole different type of time. So yeah, I hope you guys had a great one. What's going on? How are you doing today? High five. Bam. I don't know if this is your backup account, and I don't want to call you out just in case you don't want anyone to know even your username. So if this is you and not a fake one, I hope the weather is cool with you. I hope you're hanging 10 and catching the waves. Hercules the shark said he saw you when you were hitting the waves on the other side of the world. So what's going on with you? Tarsus just went out and said it. Dang, Tarsus, you put him on blast. So I guess I'm gonna have you two just handle that amongst men. Well, since Tarsus went on to blew your cover because your name is changed, hello owls. Yeah. I hope all is well, and I hope you caught some good waves. Wow. Good to see you as well. That's okay. Okay, so that's good. So now I know it's you. All right. Yeah, because Tarsus blew your cover, but out of respect, I didn't want to let the world know just in case you were doing that for that purpose, you know. So, hey, welcome back. How are you doing? Key aspects of fat-free oil claims. Fat-free oil claims. The serving size trick. Cooking spray bottles claim zero fat because the serving size is so small that the fat contents fall below the legal threshold of reporting. Actual composition. Cooking sprays are nearly 100% fat. What? A realistic spray to cover a pan contains about 5 grams of fat. I use a cooking spray when I make my pancakes. And sometimes I use butter, sticks of butter, lots of butter. But I don't cook with lard. It's like cooking with lard just makes the skillet smoke up too much, and I don't want to have to open the door. I don't want to have to turn on the fan. I mean, who cooks with lard? Who cooks pancakes with lard? How are you guys doing today? Welcome in. Thank you. Now please go in there or what? Fix those dang on pancakes. He haven't been on for a while. For those of you who were inquiring about where Little Guy was, or aka Pancake Guy, he's been grieving and mourning over the loss of the Patriots losing the Super Bowl still. So I gave him a day off to mourn. I think maybe the Patriots losing this year's Super Bowl has humbled him because he's been kind of quiet lately. Consider, according to AI overview here, once again, I'm going to copy and paste this information in here because it's just crazy. Let me see if this will work. It's got here calorie-free designation. Calorie-free designation. If a serving contains less than 5 calories, it can be labeled 0 calories. I'm still not getting that. I hope this don't take too long for me to figure out. But y'all, I have a hunch that this may turn into another Jello moment. And y'all already know how I went down the rabbit hole of Jello. I don't want that to happen again, but we might be on our way. Trans fat free. Some products such as the certain margarines and shortenings are marked as fat free or zero trans fat because they are produced without partial hydrogenation. It's the hydrogenation of butter. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the hydrogenation butters. Yeah, oh my gosh, I love that music group. They're so awesome. Is that all you have for me, AI overview? How could there be a deeper dive in wondering is how is cooking oil fat free? Well, we've got a deeper dive, so maybe we're going to find some more information out. Cooking oil is literally 100% fat-free. No. I know I read that wrong. I'm getting words mixed up. I'm going to start that over. I think what will help is if I fix my monitor. There we go. I made the screen bigger. Hey, maybe you should just put on your glasses. I don't want to put on my glasses. Put on your glasses, LA. Cooking oil is literally 100% fat when you see a label claiming it is fat-free. It is almost always due to FDA labeling loopholes rather than the oil itself being fat-free. Dude, see, exactly. Guys, I'm going to share this information with you so we can all be on the same page as how crazy this sounds. It's going to pop up over here. Isn't canola derived from soy? Heck, I thought vegetable oil was derived from soy because it says vegetable. And isn't soybeans vegetables? So what are we really doing here? That is a good question. It's too many questions to think about. Too many questions, so little answers, so little time. I agree. So is a canola oil derived from soy? I'm no expert either. That's why I'm trying to figure this out together. Here's how the fat-free claim works in practice. Serving size loophole. Serving size loophole, guys. The FDA allows products to be labeled as zero fat if they contain less than 0.5 grams of fat per serving. Now that in itself is confusing to me. Aerosol sprays. This is most common with cooking sprays like Pam. A single serving is often defined as 1/4 to 1/3 second spray, which weighs about 0.5 grams. Y'all, what in the name of science is going on in here? Here we go. Come read this comment for me, please. Can you? You know me, I'm a health-focused person. Why don't you say AI about the health dangers of seed oil, hydroless seed oil, perhaps put in cancer, heart disease, and systemic inflation? Now, that's a balloon, right? A systemic inflation. Isn't that a balloon that the clowns use when they're at the circus making those balloon animals? Yeah, systemic inflation is the balloons the clowns use at the circus. Thank you so much for your information. I'll apply it in the kitchen. Please sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Thank you so much for your information. Thank you so much for that. This is a whole heaping ball of wax, man. Strawberry is your favorite ice cream. I typed in the chat earlier, I like vanilla ice cream, so I said vanilla ice cream with peanuts or M&M candies in it. You know, it's really good. It's a great go-to. The math, since that tiny 0.25 gram spray contains less than the 0.5 limit, The manufacturer can legally round the fat content down to 0 on the nutrition facts label. Now, when I go to get weighed in at my yearly appointments, they don't be rounding down anything. In fact, they be rounding up additional weight. Don't they? I'm just over exaggerating. You like pistachio ice cream? No, don't knock it if you haven't tried it. I'm talking to myself right now. It's been so long since I've had pistachios, I cannot even recall whether or not I like them. So I will have to try them again in order to see. Although it seems like in the summertime, I see the commercial for pistachios more often. So I'm wondering if pistachios is a summertime plant or something. What's underrated? Pistachios? Ice cream is underrated, or pistachios? Oh, pistachios and pralines is underrated. I've heard of pralines. I believe I've heard of that from the cartoon called Rugrats. Y'all, because their grandpa was talking about it. He brings up a lot of stuff in that cartoon. I want to know what that is. I'm a little off topic, but I'm curious to see. You put pistachios with pralines, so what are, or should I say, what is Prali? Pralines. A praline is a confectionery treat featuring nuts, typically pecans, almonds, or hazelnuts, and caramelized sugar. In the U.S. South, it is a creamy fudge-like candy made with pecans, brown sugar, butter, and cream. Now, why you have to mention pralines? I'm hungry now. And the bakeries aren't open yet. Shame on you. Now I'm gonna be up here starving. My stomach is actually growling. You cannot hear it now, but my stomach just started growling because you had to eat your pralines. What's wrong with you? Now I'm gonna be up here suffering, starving. Yeah, it's caramel with nuts. Pralines. Louisiana classic. Okay. Pure sugary CRAP. Oh my gosh. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with a little diabetes. All you gotta do is counteract that by eating a bowl of oatmeal. Use your mind. Use your mind. High five all my cool peeps. Bam. Cookie dough is good. It is so good. I really take my time with that, especially if I get the ice cream with the cookie dough, because it's got big chunks in it. It's got big chunks in it, so I can't say that. Moving forward, I've got, let me see if I can do that. All right, guys. What do I have here? In the U.S. South, it is a creamy fudge-like candy made with pecans, brown sugar, butter, and cream. Its constant French pralines are usually almond-coated in hard caramelized sugars, while Belgian pralines are chocolates with creamy fillings. You guys, this sounds really wonderful. So for the praline experts, can they come like soft or hard? Because if that's the case, I would want something medium to soft because I don't want to chip my teeth. Excuse me. The only ice cream blasphemy is gummy bear topping. Oh, gross. I like looking at gummy bears because they're pretty. But no. And you know what? If the gummy bears were served on my ice cream, I wouldn't mind. Just don't mix it into my ice cream. So if you serve the gummy bears on top of my ice cream, fine, because I could just pick them out. But the presentation of it all is cool. And I'm gonna put eek gummy bear ice cream. I'm gonna find my emoji so I can express myself. Where are you, emoji? Eek gummy bear ice cream. Yeah! Let's see here. We've got American Southern pralines. I want to read just a pinch more about these pralines, and then we'll go back into the cholesterol. How is cooking oil cholesterol free? Don't make sense to me. What's going on? Good morning to you. High five. Bam. Hercules is under the water, and I bet you he's watching this show to see if y'all mention his name. So you probably got him super excited. Tarsus is drooling all over the place because we're talking about food again. You guys, it never fails that we talk about food on here. We've got key variations of pralines: American Southern praline, French praline, and Belgian praline. I'll read all three of these praline descriptions out of curiosity, and then I'll get back into how is cooking oil cholesterol free. American Southern praline, a New Orleans specialty. These are soft candy patties, often featuring a mix of brown sugar, cream, and pecans. Pecans are so good to eat. Have you ever had pecans with orange juice? You want to talk about good food? It's like a food to me, y'all. It's a good snack. I'm putting random animals in the chat because it's cute. The second one is French pralines. Created in the 17th century, these originally consisted of almond covered in a hard caramel coating. They can also be ground into a paste called praline for pastry fillings. Oh my gosh, that's a good idea. That sounds so good. Welcome in, everybody. High five. Bam. A hug from me to you guys. Thank you so much for pressing the like button and hanging out with the cool peeps. That's a terrible joke. Take several seats, and I'm telling your mother. And lastly, Belgian praline refers to chocolate bonbons. Chocolate bonbons in the heezy. I shouldn't have said chocolate bonbons. Here he comes. He's running out of the kitchen. Bonbons? Someone say bonbons. Chocolate bonbons. Who's got chocolate bonbons? Who said chocolate bonbons? Get into the kitchen. Bonbon! Oh. Belgian praline refers to chocolate bonbons, usually with a hard shell and soft, nutty, or creamy center. So there we are with the wonderful world of pralines. Drool. I know, bonbons. So, according to AI Overview, the math that tiny 0.25 gram spray contains less than the 0.5 limit, the manufacturer can legally round the fat content down to 0 on the nutrition's fat label. To tell us lies, tell us sweet little lies. Thank you guys so much for your comments. Some of the comments that you put on here are hidden, but I can see them. That's fine. It seems to help. I'm learning. It seems to help with keeping my numbers going. So thank you so much. And once again, shouts out to all my moderators and Tarsus, the moderator who's in here at this moment, for doing a good job moderating and letting the comments that you and I can see that others cannot, except for the people typing, just letting them ride, because it still helps with the algorithm. I really appreciate your help in sifting through this crud. So thank you all for your comments. So if I don't acknowledge them, I do see them. Important reality check. Oh, I'm a little nervous. Here is a disclaimer from AI Overview. Fingers crossed. Important reality check. If you spray several seconds or use a tablespoon of the same oil, you are consuming significant amounts of fat. A standard tablespoon of any liquid cooking oil contains approximately 14 grams of fat and 120 calories. There is no such thing as naturally fat-free liquid oil. So I can say that. So it seems to me there's just a scientific nutritional loophole to say these things that don't make sense in order to, I guess, make us feel better. Apparently, the nutritionists have come to an understanding that some people have to lie to themselves to make themselves feel better. I don't want to be lied to when I'm shopping for food. Although it happens. You don't have to tell me that this bottle of cooking oil is cholesterol free. Especially when I'm submerging a chicken leg in there with the intentions on having greasy fried chicken served with waffles. My next question is, let's get into in the world is cholesterol. What is cholesterol? Might as well round this up. What is cholesterol? CHOLESTEROL. Cholesterol is not for the faint of heart. Pun intended. What is cholesterol? CHOLESTEROL. Once again, thank you guys for coming in earlier, asking me how my weekend was. And thank you for chiming in on how you guys this weekend was. Mine was peaceful and so chill. I have a feeling that we might have another Friday the 13th this year. We just got started in the year, my cool peeps. And we've already hit our first Friday the 13th, which was, this past Friday. Cholesterol is a waxy fat-like substance, lipid found in the cells of your body. In my body? What? Now that sounds creepy when it's said like that. Oh my goodness, I cannot. For those of you who don't know, this is what cholesterol is. And I actually like this definition of cholesterol because when we were first introduced to learning about cholesterol, I used to get it mixed up with the word chlorophyll because we were in elementary, maybe second or third grade, maybe we started learning about chlorophyll. That's the stuff that's in trees or whatever. And then when we got older, we started learning about cholesterol. And I got the two mixed up. Cholesterol is my nemesis. Like in that episode of Gumball on Cartoon Network, Nemesis. Gumball is my nemesis or whatever. Cholesterol is a waxy fat-free substance lipid found in all the cells of your body. Ugh. While often discussed as a health risk, it is essential for life and performs several critical jobs, including building blocks, digestion. Building blocks and digestion. It helps form the structure of cell membranes and acts as a precursor for making hormones like estrogen and testosterone and vitamin D. Now, did you guys know all of that? So is there such thing as good cholesterol and bad cholesterol? That's my next question. It started to fill up slowly but surely. Is there thing as good CHOLESTEROL and bad CHOLESTEROL? Cholesterol. Building blocks. It helps form the structure of cell membranes, guys, and acts as a precursor for making hormones like estrogen and testosterone and vitamin D. Digestion. The liver uses cholesterol to produce bile. That doesn't sound pleasant. Which is necessary for digesting fats. Bile sounds like poop. Bile? I don't know about that, guys. Where does it come from? According to AI Overview, it comes from your liver. Your liver. Your body actually manufactures all the cholesterol it needs to function. Roughly 80% of the cholesterol in your system is produced by your liver. I hope you guys have your liver or a portion of your liver intact, because apparently, according to AI Overview, you need your liver to digest cholesterol. Thank you. Hey, what's going on? High five. Bam. Welcome in. We are all gathered here around the forest fire, dumpster fire, bonfire, or my favorite, ring of fire before the rise of sun, trying to figure out how in the world is cooking oil free. It said it right on my bottle, right when I was getting ready to start cooking last night's dinner. It says this bottle is cholesterol. This is, what did it say? It said this oil is cholesterol free. Hey, what's going on? Hello. I hope you guys are doing well from whatever side of the world you're reporting on. Thank you so much and welcome into the show. Hello and welcome. And welcome, WLCOME, to the show. How are you all doing this fine Monday morning? I spelled MORNING. Welcome in. So it says here, according to AI Overview, I'm talking about cholesterol right now. Thank you guys for your comments. It's really helping out. The remaining 20% comes from animal-based foods like meat, poultry, dairy, and eggs. Guys, eggs are good, and the cost of eggs have gone down significantly. And I'm so glad, because eggs are inexpensive. And y'all probably might think I'm copying off of Doja Cat, but y'all, I'm older than Doja Cat. So I'm just saying to separate the difference between the two. She and I are on the same page when we talk about eggs and oatmeal, because they're fairly inexpensive, especially before inflation hit. Eggs and oatmeal are great survival staples to have in your pantry when you're just trying to save money and not have to break the bank on food, and you're not that picky because you're working for a higher cause. Doja Cat copy LA. I wonder how old she is, but I honestly, I know I'm older than her. I'm going to look out of curiosity. How old is Doja? Doja Cat is really pretty. Doja Cat is 30 years young. Doja Cat was born October. Oh, she's an October baby. Doja Cat was born October 21st, 1995. So Doja Cat and my baby sister are practically the same age. So Doja Cat is basically my baby sister, because when my baby sister was born, I was in 4th grade. My baby sister is married now. That's crazy, man. My little sister is married, so she's still my little sister, but she's grown up. Yep. So shouts out to Doja Cat. How you doing, girl? 30 years young. I hope you are living your life to the fullest and to the best of your ability. I know you got a whole bunch of people working with you and stuff, but just the thought of all of her crew and stuff working with her, that's got to be taxing sometimes. I wonder if she ever, and she does, be like, can y'all just leave me alone? Can I have some quiet time? You guys are always bothering me. But it comes with the territory. So, yep. Once again, Doja Cat is 30 years young. She was born October 21st, 1995. So she and Doja are the same age as my baby sister. According to, wow, it already set up the question. I had asked the question on here, is there a such thing as good cholesterol and bad cholesterol? And here's the answer already. You're wondering about Hercules? What are you wondering about Hercules? He's probably watching. In fact, I know he's watching. Oh, look, it's a pink one. How'd you get a pink one? We've got brown ones. That's cute. Hold on. Oh, look, it must be new. Cool. That's cute. The good versus bad cholesterol. Good versus bad cholesterol. Because cholesterol is like and cannot mix with blood, which is water-based, it travels in packages called lipoproteins. Oh my gosh, AI Overview is telling me way more than school ever told me. Oh, look at the little poops. That's cute. Oh my gosh, what are you guys doing? Why are you putting that in there? LA, what's wrong with you? It's pink. I know, but LA, ew. What's wrong with you guys? Oh, Bella Swan is having a fit. because of the emojis we're putting in here. If she was doing her work and minding her business, she wouldn't even saw what we were doing in the first place. So sit down. Hydrocortisone is fat. It's gotta be. It's probably just lard. And they put it in the tube and call it hydrocortisone. Hydrocortisone is probably just sterilized lard. Tell us anything. Because, back in the day when I would burn myself, or like when I was getting my hair pressed and I got burned by the curlers, or I burned my hand on the stove, my mom would just be like, go put some butter on it. And for whatever reason, y'all, it really helped. I have a question for my cool peeps. I want to know this. Have you ever heard the old wives' tale of putting butter on a burn? Because that's what I was taught. And once again, it really do work. So just imagine if I decided to step it up a notch. What if I did accidentally burn myself in the kitchen? And it happens from time to time. I'm not being as mindful as I should be, and I'm cooking with 2 burners on, and I have the fryer on one side, and I nick my arm or wrist on the pan or pot. I wonder how effective it will be if I use lard versus a stick of butter. Really? I've never heard of that. It seemed like that would sting because toothpaste is like a cleansing agent. Wow. Are you serious? You did that before too? Yeah, so since you're here, I'm going to look that up out of curiosity. Hold on. You guys, this is really cool. I like that we deviate from one topic to the next. I am going to look this up right now and see. Dashboard, minimize here. I really like coming on at this time. I'm so thankful that I started early. So we looked up the miracles of pralines. Thanks to you cool peeps for informing me about it. Now I'm getting ready to see, can you put toothpaste on a burn? I'm waiting for the answer to learn. It makes the burn minty fresh. High five to that. So, I asked, can you put toothpaste on the burn? According to AI overview, no, you should not put toothpaste on the burn. It is a dangerous myth that can worsen the injury, increase pain, cause infection, and lead to scarring. Scarring is spelled Scarring, and sometimes the word scarring can look like scaring. I remember when I was a tiny child, an actual child, I did get the two mixed up. So in order for me to comprehend, if the character I was reading about was talking about getting a scar, like a hurt, or being scared, I would have to reread the sentence over a couple times to differentiate whether or not I was reading the word scarring or scaring. Once I had a blister. Sounds like you're about to break out in song.
Once I had a blister. My grandma poured whiskey on it, and I never ran so fast, screamed so loud. Ah!
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I always thought putting cold things on a burn could make it worse. Wow. You know one thing for sure. It's kind of opposite of what you just said, but it kind of meshes in between. Once I read your comment, I always thought putting cold things on a burn can make things worse. I instantly thought of when I almost got, I was out in the, I don't want to say what type of degree it was. I just know I was out in the snow too long. And my mom said I was the borderline or on the cusp of developing a low-grade frostbite. And she told me, do not run my hands under hot water. It's not a good way. She said, run your hands under cold water. So by you saying that, made me think of that. No, you should not put toothpaste on the burn. It is a dangerous myth that can worsen the injury, increase pain, cause infection, and lead to scarring.
I'm gonna read the comments. What are you guys saying in the comments?
Ingredients like menthol, baking soda, and whitening agents irritate raw, damaged skin rather than helping it heal. Why toothpaste is harmful for burns. Retains heat. Oh my gosh, did you guys know this? Why toothpaste is harmful for burns. It retains heat. It can seal it in. Well, butter can seal it in too, because butter is designed to do that, right? Come on. Increase infection. Ingredients can lead to bacterial infection, irritation. Chemical agents in toothpaste such as fluoride are not meant for broken skin.
All right. I see you're putting pancakes down there. I'll get in there and make those dang old pancakes. I know when I'm not wanted. I know when I'm not wanted.
Really? Are we really taking it there? No, I do not do psychic readings. I don't participate in that. Thank you for asking, though. Impairs hearing. What does this have to do with why toothpaste is harmful for burns? Impairs hearing. It creates a barrier that prevents the wound from... Oh, impairs healing, not hearing. See? Why toothpaste is harmful for burns? It creates a barrier that prevents the wound from breathing and makes it hard for doctors to assess the severity. So that's that on that, guys. Now I'm going back to how is cooking oil cholesterol free? We've got the good versus the bad cholesterol, which doesn't make sense to me as well. If cholesterol is bad, in general, why are they saying there's good and bad cholesterol? Sounds like an FDA type of situation to find a way to legally tell us lies so we can be comfortable in eating unhealthy food. Because cholesterol is fat-like and cannot mix with blood, which is water-based, it travels in packages called lipoproteins. Lipoproteins, walking down the street, lipoproteins. LDL, low-density lipoprotein, often called bad cholesterol. High levels of LDL, guys, can lead to plaque buildup in your arteries, which can cause heart disease or stroke. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. In so many words, that's what I unfortunately gathered. The best way to sell cholesterol-free oil is to lie about it. It's sad. High-density lipoprotein, known as good cholesterol, HDL, acts as a scavenger, picking up excess cholesterol and carrying it back to the liver to be flushed from the body. Note on cooking oils. According to AI Overview, my cool peeps, it says this. Referring to your previous question, while cooking oils are 100% fat, they do not contain cholesterol because they are plant-based. However, certain fats like saturated trans fats and those oils can trigger your liver to produce more, quote, bad LDL cholesterol. Now, I want to get back to the soybean question of it all. What was asked, is soybean oil cholesterol free? That's what I'll ask. Is soy You guys, I'm really having a good time here, as usual, but I really like to say it while you all are here. Thank you for being here and asking all these odd questions. Most of them I can answer. Need a liver emoji. So what I'm going to do is type in the word meat in my emoji search and see what I come up with. So here is I typed in meat and this is what I got. Hopefully it'll come up on you guys' end. Look it. Here is the closest thing to meat, to liver I could get. Liver alone. Did you guys see the movie Scream Part 1? And he was like, liver alone. There you go. There's your liver. I heard soy is great for lots of different things. So what I just did is ask, is soybean oil cholesterol free? Because it was a question kind of mentioned earlier at the top of the hour. You guys, we've already been out here hanging out for over an hour. I'm really digging this Penelope. Pit Stop. Shouts out to Penelope Pit Stop. Some of you may not know who she is, but she's an old fogey cartoon character who drives a car. She's cute. She was like from the Wacky Racers or something like that. Is soybean. I haven't had soybean milk in a long time. I used to drink it not because I was trying to live a healthy life intentionally. How can I say this? I want to live a healthy life intentionally. But if I'm working on the budget, sometimes I cannot be as diligent to adhering to the healthy lifestyle I would prefer to eat. But I do try to make conscious choices. So having said that, when I was at Kroger's for a certain amount of time in my life, this was years ago because it's changed now, I used to get all of the soybean milk because it was always on manager special. Nobody wanted it. So that was an honest effort to get to learn it. And plus it was cheaper. Plus I heard it was healthier. So I made myself like it because of the cost. And because I thought I was making a healthy decision. Thank you so much, guys. Wacky Races, they are legend. Now, was that by Hanna-Barbera or something like that? Thank you so much. You are so comforting. Back at you. So I'm finishing typing up is soybean oil cholesterol. Is soybean oil cholesterol free? Here's my notes so far. See, it's Monday morning and it's starting to fill up. Do you remember Muttley the dog from, is that the one? He had an overbite or something. High five, high 10, bam, exactler. Exactler. He's cute. And he's cute on the t-shirt, guys. If you like to go digital window shopping, I enjoy going digital window shopping. Every once in a while I will come across a t-shirt with him on it and I just cannot help but smile. So is soybean oil cholesterol free? According to AI Overview, the answer is yes. Yes, soybean oil is 100% cholesterol free, according to AI Overview. Hi everyone, I'm Bella Swan. I know you're all looking beautiful this morning. You're all looking just as beautiful as me this morning. What are you drinking? Mocha lattes, tea, espressos, strawberry donuts, French crawler. Okay, I'm going back to the kitchen. That was Swan, ladies and gentlemen. Da, 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 da. Yes, soybean oil is 100% cholesterol free. BEAN. As established in the previous term, cholesterol is only produced by animals. Since soybean oil is derived entirely from the seeds of the other soybean plant, it cannot contain cholesterol. Beyond being cholesterol free, active reduction, soybean oil doesn't just lack cholesterol, it may actively help lower it. It contains phytosterol, phytosterols. You know, like how you say five of my squares. This is cytosterols. I'm going to copy and paste it, so if I'm saying it wrong, to which I am, you can look it up yourselves. So I'll copy and paste it. So if you want to open up another tab, you can see it for yourself. And the word I'm trying to pronounce is this word. Oh, y'all, Bluey is coming on. Na 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 na. Mom. So this is the word I was trying to pronounce. Phytolesterols. And I was putting beans in my chat, BEANS, but they may not be showing up. Petroleum fats. That's a whole nother ball of wax. Petroleum fats. So I'm going to write that down. What are petroleum fats? Thank you for that. What? Tarsus says petroleum fats. Petroleum, PETROLEUM, fats. That's another question I have to have answered. So beyond being cholesterol free, my cool peeps, active reduction, soybean oil doesn't just lack cholesterol. It may actively help lower it. It contains phytosterol plant compounds that compete with other cholesterol for absorptions in your intestines, which can reduce your overall levels. Heart health claims. The FDA has authorized a qualified health claim stating that replacing saturated fats with soybean oil may reduce the risk of coronary heart disease. Good mercy. Now we all want to reduce that. I want everybody to be on planet Earth for the time that they're supposed to be here and more bonus time. I don't want anybody leaving before their time. LDL versus HDL. It sounds like I'm cussing. What in the LDL and HDL is going on around here? What are you cooking in this dang on kitchen? I said, get on out of my kitchen. LDL studies versus HDL studies show that substituting saturated fats like butter with soybean oil can significantly lower LDL bad cholesterol. Uh-oh. Let me go backwards. I forgot to add the rest of the sentence in there. So what I'll do is re-highlight it again. If they tell me it's low in fat, I will eat all the fried chicken I can. Tell me about it. Those are the sweet little lies we like to tell ourselves so we can sit around the large bucket of KFC or Church's chicken in peace. I'm laughing right now. I'm replying right back to you, Tarsus. Hold on. I'm looking for my chicken leg. I'm looking for my chicken leg emoji. CHICKEN. Come on, here it is. There you go. So it says here, LDL versus HDL studies show that substituting saturated fats like butter with soybean oil can significantly lower LDL bad cholesterol. If they tell me it's low in fat, I would eat all the fried chicken I can. All the fried chicken in the world belongs to me. I guess Bella Swan likes fried chicken. Hey, Chile, how are you doing? High five. Bam. Welcome into the show. We're having a good time here talking about how is cooking oil cholesterol free. It don't make sense to me. I'm going to put hi, Chile. Welcome in. So the bottom line is, according to AI Overview, the FDA basically found a loophole for the FDA to say that. But when all actuality, it's not good for you. So it's basically another scientific loophole for them to get away with telling us lies. I'm going to the top. Cooking oil is literally 100% fat. When you see a label claiming it is fat-free, it is almost always due to FDA labeling loopholes rather than the oil itself being fat-free. Once again, cooking oil is literally 100% fat. When you see a label claiming it is fat-free, it is almost always due to FDA labeling loopholes rather than the oil itself being fat-free. I want to thank all my cool peeps for coming in. Some of you are actually at work, on break, or halfway through your shifts. So shout out to all my cool peeps. Welcome to Morning Moo, Monday Motivational Madness, helping moo, and power moo your work week. I'm doing great. I'm doing well. How are you doing today? High five to you. Bam. Do you have the day off, or are you getting ready for work? Back at the bottom here, where I left off at, note on consumption according to AI Overview, while it is cholesterol free, it is still 100% fat and calorie dense. Healthy benefits typically come from using it as a replacement for saturated fats, guys, rather than simply adding it to your current diet. Work, la da da, work. Shouts out to Rihanna. For those of you who don't know, I've been slowly rolling out videos, uploads about Rihanna. Rihanna is wonderful. I like Rihanna as herself and her music and her Fenty Beauty line. So for those of you who are fans of Rihanna, I've slowly been releasing pre-uploads to her and her beautiful family. Let's go. Rihanna, you guys, side note, is supposed to be coming out back on tour. So this is great. Shouts out to Rihanna. Exactly. Bam.
I know you're not up here talking about Rihanna without me. That girl is wonderful.
Yes, I know you like Rihanna.
Without you, I can't breathe.
Sit down. That's not even her song. You're singing something else. I cannot. Y'all, this is crazy. I have another question that I wrote down, but I'm taking an intentional pause to allow myself time to breathe and to safely transition into the next question. I don't want to just roll over myself trying to get these questions answered. That's terrible. Little guy bedroom with so many Rihanna posters on the wall. Exactly. He is a fan of Rihanna. I mean, who is not? Rihanna is awesome. Rihanna is awesome. I'm trying to not deviate off of the path. For those of you who are just listening to me, I'm taking a pause really quickly. I'm going to get a sip of water, so there will be a small moment of silence. All right, I am back. Thank you for waiting for me in this brief moment of time. Shouts out to all the people who have been subscribing to the platform. We're growing, guys. We're going to have to get another room, like how Baskethead is. Baskethead started getting more people to the show, so Baskethead had to rent out a whole nother room on the mothership to fit everybody. we're starting to get more subscribers. You guys, I'm at 56,000 subscribers. That's a lot. We've gained so many subscribers since this time last year summer when Hercules the Shark was on. So you guys, we're really growing over here. Slow and steady wins the race, and this honestly would not have happened if it were not for you guys. Good morning, Candy M. That is cute. There's a sweet, sweet kind lady, and I call her Sweet Potato. I will not say her full name, but I've given her the name Sweet Potato. She is the sweetest woman, and I want to do more for her than what I'm doing now, because to me it's not nearly enough. In my mind, if I had it that way, I would spoil her. She is perfect because it's like she's filling a void. I typically really like senior citizens because they're so cute and adorable and they just cannot help themselves. But this senior citizen in particular, she is like a godsend for me. She's my adopted grandmother. My real grandmother in real life, I didn't really get to know her, but from my grandmother, I didn't really get to know because I lived in a sheltered household where I couldn't even be around my own family. And so, unfortunately, the only thing I grasped from my grandmother when I was around her was a bunch of negativity by way of what my dad was saying about her, which is his mom, or how he talked about her, or the negative things she said because she was always sick. So I didn't gather too much from my grandma, too much to get to know her. So my Sweet Potato, who I've deemed as my grandma, has been a godsend to fill a void in the lack thereof of not having a grandma. Yes, definitely. I want her to live a long time. I want her to not have to work so hard. You know, it's trash that she still works. It's like she's working because she has to. There's a difference because, you know, when you're a senior citizen, not all of them have to work, but it's the fact of just getting out and engaging and interacting with people is why they go to work. But to have to go to work 8 hours a day, that's not fair. But I understand as a senior citizen to keep up their social things or whatever, going to work for 2 to 3 hours out of the day, that's different because it's just simply to breathe life into them, to keep them from being a hermit. That's when the rule should only apply, but not going to work because you have to, because Social Security don't cover everything. I cannot stand that. And she works way too hard. I wish I was financially secure so I could have her stop having to work. Peace to you as well. Wow, your grand is 97. That's beautiful. I'm glad you still have her. Both my grandparents have passed, and I miss my grandfather the most because I got to be around him the most. But my grandpa, the grandpa I miss the most, and the only one I know, is on my mom's side. And he passed when I was in high school. He was a really nice guy. He's super kind. Super, super kind. Side note, you know how they say girls usually typically date guys who are referenced to their fathers because, after all, their father, if he's around long enough, is the first impression of what we gather in to identify what makes a good man or a good boyfriend is through looking at our dads. My dad was a horrible dad, but my grandfather was perfect to me. So, having said that, my husband reminds me so much of my grandpa. Very kind, very caring, but he'll tear your head off if you mess with him. So, yeah, I'm happy about that. So I'm thankful for my granddad being in my life for the amount of time he was, because I was able to at least use him as a identifier or a marker to seek out or not seek out, to know what I wanted in a healthy husband. So that's that on that. And that's a little bit about my relationship advice. Speaking of relationship advice, did y'all see Hercules? Now, you want to talk about, did I celebrate Valentine's Day? Did y'all see Hercules the Shark's relationship advice video? Boy, he was on the telephone talking to his neighbor. He went in hard talking about how he don't like his neighbor's girlfriend. Hercules was talking about something. Do not bring her over to my house. I don't like her. Y'all got to hear it. It's in two forms. So if you are a cool peep who prefers to watch all my content in the vertical versus horizontal, fret not, because Hercules the Shark relationship advice video that actually dropped on Valentine's Day is available for vertical or horizontal. Depth slaves, exactly, and that's not fair. It's not fair at all. So in the perfect world, if I had it financially like that, I would retire her so she could only go to work 2 hours a day, just so she could just mingle and fellowship with her friends and keep on her routine of having something to do. But perhaps that day will come that I will be able to help her. Where am I on this list? Girl, y'all, we just been talking about so much stuff, but I'm thankful. I'm really feeling this. That's what it's all about. Morning Monday Motivational Madness, helping Moo and myself included. Power Moo another work week. We are back on the beat. I have officially clocked in 1 hour early. My time schedule, guys, because I do work. YouTube is now my full-time job. Thankfully, I am here Monday through Fridays, supposed to be 5 a.m. every day, Monday, Fridays, but I hopped in. I'm working a little overtime, y'all. I'm here an hour early. 50 years ago, it was possible for most Americans. It was. And my marker in time to remember that it was when I was in 8th grade. My English teacher, Mr. David Romance, was 60 years old. And that's when I had an epiphany, before I knew what the word epiphany was, because my 8th grade English teacher was 60 years old, and he didn't look like it, he didn't move like it, he didn't act like it, he didn't walk like it or talk like it, and his memory was sharp as a tack. So I automatically dismissed that he was 60. He did not act like it. So seeing him carry himself that way and have a house full of kids still. And how I knew that, because once upon a time he lived diagonally across from me. I lived across the street from my English teacher, so I got to see his house. It was a big house and it had a lot of kids. He said kids kept him young too, and I can believe it. So my English teacher also taught me a valuable life lesson that I could not get inside my own home. That being 50 is not the end of the world. Being 60 is not the end of the world. You're not gonna pass away before you hit 50 or 60. I learned so much from my English teacher that day as far as life lessons. It really shaped something here, because I didn't get that valuable life lesson in my home. It's different. So I'm thankful for my teacher for teaching me that and seeing that anything is possible. And I can not limit myself by accepting age as some type of doom and gloom time clock and your body just quits on you. It don't have to quit on you. My 60-year-old teacher in 1997, 1998 is a living, breathing testimony. And he still had a house full of kids at that time. And he said having a family and a house full of kids kept him going. Hercules does all the work and Hercules tries to take all the credit. Now this reminds me of a time I had to have a special meeting with Hercules. But that's behind the scenes content. Yeah, he was a good teacher. A very good teacher. Excuse me. So today we're gathered around the forest fire, the dumpster fire, the bonfire, my favorite, the ring of fire before the rising sun, gathering around with our chocolates, our onesies, our blankets, wondering how is cooking oil cholesterol free? Well, at the top of the hour, guys, we found out, because we're all cool and we pretty much already knew the answer. They're lying to us, allegedly. I have to say allegedly so I don't get sued. Butter pecan Haagen-Dazs. I like butter pecan well, I don't want to say Haagen-Dazs. I can say this. I like butter pecan ice cream. Now, Haagen-Dazs ice cream I believe I had the sample serving. I didn't want to risk spending almost $10 for Haagen-Dazs just in case I didn't like it. So I chose the small one from 7-Eleven, and I liked it. Thank you so much for your donation. Yay! Okay. So I'm gonna put it in here. Thank you so much. Sunny Nephilim. That's a unique. I was looking before you even donated, I was looking at your picture that you sent. That's a unique artsy fartsy picture. Thank you so much for your donation. I'm typing it in here too. So yeah, Haagen-Dazs ice cream. Once again, I really like how they allow you to buy samples before you invest in the big one. Haagen-Dazs is definitely two-tier. Top tier ice cream. Yeah. And once again, at 7-Eleven, they usually serve the smaller one, so I can get the small one. Probably original vanilla bluebell. I like bluebell ice cream. You know why I like bluebell ice cream? Because it's got the word blue in it. Bluebell ice cream. Are there packages? The package still has blue on it. Bluebell ice cream packaging. Yeah. So I see a couple of colors of bluebell ice cream. Not only is the word bluebell in it, guys, the bluebell has a packaging that is blue with a gold lid. Then the bluebell ice cream has a green packaging with a gold lid. They have this mini strawberry one with the gold packaging and the cute tiny ones that are yellow. There's also a bluebell packaging of ice cream where it's split down the middle, where half is chocolate, half is vanilla. Y'all, we talking about food again, and ice cream is food. Ice cream is food, according to me. The Nephilim looked like clowns. It's a good look. The Nephilim look like clowns. You know, I don't know. All I know is we're on this great melting pot called Earth, and we share this planet with aliens, people, animals, things we can and cannot see, or things we don't want to open our minds up to see because it just may be too much for us. So for your question, about the Nephilim look like clowns, I wouldn't be surprised. You know, art imitates life. So perhaps when we dress up as clowns at the circus, perhaps we're actually dressing up like another species we share this planet with. And that's where the thought process begins and ends with me. You know, so thank you for your comment on there. And shouts out to all the living species here on planet Earth. Welcome to Earth. I hope you like it here. And please help us while you're here to help keep the preservation of Earth up while you're here with your families and stuff. And for all the new people coming to planet Earth in general, please help us take care of the world. It's a fighting battle, but somebody's got to do it. So do your part while you're here. And please help us take care of this planet. And welcome here to planet Earth. I love this planet. It's pretty. Yes, but continue with your show. So once again, cooking oil is literally 100% fat. When you see a label claiming it is fat-free, it is almost always due to FDA labeling loopholes rather than the oil itself being fat-free. The serving loophole. The FDA allows products to be labeled as OG fat. No, not OG fat. Not OG fat. 0 grams fat. Not OG fat.
OG fat. Oh, wait, come on. Not OG fat. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard of Big Papa. Now we've got OG fat in the easy. Yay!
Yeah, OG fat in the house. Let's go. Oh. High five, my cool peeps. Bam, 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 bam. High five, high five, high five, high five. Oh man, so it says here, serving size loophole, the FDA allows products to be labeled as 0 grams fat if they contain less than 0.5 grams of fat per serving. The last topic or question that we stopped at are, what are petroleum fats? Let's get into it. What are petroleum fats? Drum roll, the moment you've been waiting for. What are petroleum fats?
Petroleum fats. Petroleum fats is not a standard scientific term because petroleum-based products are chemically different from dietary fats. While dietary fats are triglycerides, triglycerides, how in the word do you say it? Triglycerides. Petroleum products are hydrocarbons, meaning they generally cannot be digested as fuel by the human body.
Thank you so much. Now, get in that kitchen and fix those dang old pancakes, please. Grease? That's what it is. You said it's grease. Yo, my mouth stopped working. I don't know what's going on with that. This computer is relatively new. It's gently used, but it's still new to me. But my mouse stopped working off and on. It was just firing up red, now it stopped. So bear with me. It's probably a short in my mouse cord. That's all. Thankfully, mice are relatively inexpensive to buy, so I can easily get one at the Dollar Tree. Or on a good day on clearance at Walmart. So I'll just have to pick up another one probably. I'm gonna wipe it out and plug it back in and see what happens. I think my mouse went to sleep. It's tired. Yay, it's back on. Thank you so much. So petroleum fats. However, the term usually refers to one of three things in the contents of food and wellness: mineral oil and paraffin. These are highly refined petroleum byproducts. While they look like oils or fats, they are indigestible and pass through the body. Food-grade paraffin wax is often used as shiny coating for chocolates, candies, and fruits to prevent moisture loss. Because when I was reading this definition in my mind, I instantly thought of the M&M candies. M&M candies, guys. M&M candies. So I'm going to put, I like, vanilla ice cream. Y'all, my stomach is growling as if I didn't eat dinner last night. I like vanilla ice cream with M&M's candy. Extraction solvents. In reference to what are petroleum fats, according to AI Overview, extraction solvents in the production of refined oils like soybean oil mentioned earlier. A petroleum-based solvent called hexane is often used to pull the oil out of the seeds. While most hexane is removed during refining, trace amounts can remain in the final product. The final countdown. Oh, yeah. I'm looking for my towel. My face is getting a little shiny, so I'm looking for my towel to remove some of the oil. But I don't see it. I found it. I was going to say, because the old one, it's in the dirty hamper with the dirty towel. I have a clean one. So that's better. Now I'm not so shiny. Y'all, it's not even summertime, but I still get oil on my face. Pralines. Here we go. We talked about pralines already and got sidetracked. And that's when, in fact, y'all, my stomach started to growl. When my cool peeps started mentioning pralines about an hour, to me seemed like about an hour ago. There's key differences. There's a chart down here. It says dietary fats, example soybean oil versus petroleum products, mineral oil. I don't really want to read into all that because it's real boring. I like what we all have here going on. We're using our own minds to come to conclusions or solidify our assumptions based on today's topic. How is cooking oil cholesterol free? Shouts out to all my people who are on the road right now listening to me off and on throughout your time. Good morning, good evening, good day, good night to you all. Hope you're having a wonderful Monday. Hope you're powering Moo your work. We are all here punching in the clock for our job. And lastly, according to AI Overview, there is a small sentence down here in the summary for what are petroleum fats. Petroleum fats summary: do not consume petroleum fats for nutrition. You do not consume petroleum fats for nutrition, but you may encounter petroleum-derived waxes or chemicals used in food processing and preservation, just like the M&M candy. Exactly, microscopic oil on my skateboard bearings. You better have it or you're not gonna get any good traction. You have a skateboard and here is an ice skate. Hopefully it shows up so y'all can see. Yes, shouts out to the ice skaters on the Winter Olympics. I watched a little bit of the couples Winter Olympics. I like watching the couples or the teams do the Winter Olympics because it shows strength and unity. That's why I like to watch it. It's like I really enjoy watching the teamwork of it all because it definitely takes two to skate to the music on time. So that's a beautiful thing. So shouts out to the Winter Olympics, preferably the ice skating section with the teams. I'm gonna check on how I'm doing here far as time. Y'all, we even got sidetracked to the point of, can you put toothpaste on the burn? According to AI Overview, no, you should not put toothpaste on the burn. It is a dangerous myth that can worsen the injury, increase pain, cause infection, and lead to scarring. Ingredients like menthol, baking soda, and whitening agents irritate raw skin rather than helping it heal. Now, I asked that because I was wondering if you guys heard of the old wives' tale of can you put butter on a burn? And that's happened to me several times in life, like when I'm getting my hair pressed, like the curlers or something touch my skin. My aunt would put butter on, or my sister will put butter on, or if I'm in the kitchen and I accidentally burn myself. That actually happens. So I just put butter on it. For some reason, it at least soothes it. I don't know if it helps heal it, but it has to because it stops. It instantly stops the sting if it's just a light tap. Exactly, the way they don't break their necks on the ice is admirable. It's a beautiful thing, skating on the fine thin blade. Ice skating reminds me of dancing on the way we dance through life. As scary and as complicated as it may seem, it seems like that is something that you cannot do. You mean to tell me I could put my whole weight on this thin blade and make a beautiful magic? That's ice skating, guys. I'm getting ready to make a small note to myself on this small piece of paper because I don't want to get my notes mixed up. I want to get back on this live stream later on today. God's willing, I will be able to. That's my plan, to come back on here and make another video sometime today. It's a sad shame I gotta use the bathroom. I was hoping I would be able to hold my potty before I wrap this up, but I'm unable to. I gotta GATT. You know what? I didn't go before I started the live stream. My mistake. So I don't want to leave in a rush. So what I'll do is run to the ladies' room and chat with you guys for a little bit more, and then I'll head out. So I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back, okay? I'm knocking stuff. I thought I was about to knock some. I thought I was about to knock some stuff down. I have stuff in front of me, hanging all up, notes and stuff over here. All right, I gotta go pee pee. I gotta go wee wee. I'll show that comment. I gotta go wee wee. I'll be back. Hang on. All right, y'all, I'm back. Thank you so much for waiting. I was wondering what that noise was. I heard something fall down. It was my tablet. I have my tablet under my desk. It slid down. Is it still charging up? It's still charging up. Yeah. Here he comes. Did you wash your hands? Yeah, I washed my hands. I'm looking for my lotion now, so my hands don't dry up. After you wash your hands, you have to put lotion on so your hands won't be all dry. Ooh, here's it. How come fancy schmancy Hollywood celebs take private planes to do concerts, movie, fashion shows, etc.? Oh, but I'm the one having to drink out of paper straws and eat with cardboard cutlery. When you're fancy, schmancy, and rich, you can do whatever you want with your money, so it seems. I know one thing for sure. If I was fancy schmancy rich like that, I'm pretty much going to be the same. And I'm going to keep on needing that Burger King and McDonald's. And Church's Chicken. And be like Hercules and barbecue outside more. You know? Stuff like that. I'll be able to plan a barbecue without worrying too tough about spending too much on meat. You know? I could splurge a little and get like name brand condiments if I wanted to, just to let myself know that, oh, I'm rich now. I don't necessarily have to get generic mustard and ketchup. Maybe I can spring for some expensive ketchup just to see how it tastes, to see if I was even missing anything in the first place, and probably wasn't. You know, stuff like that. Little guy was knocking things over. Yeah, he was. Thank y'all for keeping an eye on him. Look it. My hair was covering my eyebrows. So it looked like I did not have eyebrows. Oh, my eyebrows gone. If we get rich, then we can live the Hercules lifestyle. Exactly. Hercules is rich. To me, he is. He barbecues all the time. He's generous, especially when it comes to cooking. Hercules really enjoys barbecuing for his family, friends, and neighbors, and anybody else who places an order. He's got this system worked out from my observation, especially from when I watched him last Friday. He had his brother, cooking the breakfast. That's breakfast, but his brother will call or take calls from people saying that they found out Hercules is barbecuing today and would ask Hercules to make them dinner plates. And so they would make the barbecue dinner plates and then drive them over to wherever they work. It's usually the hospitals, the sharks and the fish who work at the hospitals where Hercules lives. They're usually the ones placing orders for Hercules to make them something to eat. So I think Hercules might be having something good going. I'm really happy for him because not only is he working here on Elay TV, he seems to be starting up a side hustle of his own. Thank you guys so much for coming in. I'm really having a good time. So we did get off topic, and one of the other topics was, can you put toothpaste on the burn? No, you should not put toothpaste on the burn. It is a dangerous myth that can worsen the injury, increase pain, cause infection, and lead to scarring. Ingredients like methanol, baking soda, and whitening agents irritate raw, damaged skin rather than helping it. So one of my cool peeps brought that up because we were talking about that. Thank you so much for the jewels. High five. Bam. Thank you so much. That's a cute emoji. I wish the sticker stayed on longer. The ones that you send. I'm going to say thank you so much for your donations as well. I'm typing it into you. I'm looking for my party hat emojis. Good morning to you. Good evening. Good day. The time for me is 5:51 a.m. ET time. Thank you so much for your donation. Yay, happy poop. There's the pink poop again. Let's do it. Ha ha ha. And I'm going to put there. LOL. Thank you guys so much for that. What is this? Is soybean oil healthy? I believe we asked that already. I'm going to look on here. Oh, we have is soybean oil cholesterol free. We didn't particularly straight up ask is soybean oil healthy. So where's the ink pen? Is soybean oil healthy? Is soybean oil? Soybean is 2 words. No, soybean is 1 word. Y'all, thank you so much for waiting for me while I went to the ladies' room. That was really kind. Did you know that Brussels Airport reportedly had over 10K empty flights last year just so the airlines could keep their reserved landing spots on the runway? You tell me all about it, man. It's really weird, isn't it? So is soybean oil healthy? It's kind of like the same thing we asked before, but it's worded a little bit differently. So I'm going to ask this in here. Guys, thank you for your comments and your points of views and side thoughts. I really enjoy them because it helps keep our conversation going and also informs one another. So I'm getting ready to type in here, is soybean oil healthy? Now, don't they have a soybean oil for a salad dressing? Whether soybean oil is healthy depends on what you are comparing it to and how much you consume. According to AI Overview, it is generally considered a heart-healthy choice when used as a replacement for saturated fats, but it is also a primary ingredient in highly processed foods. Soybean oil is widely recommended by major health organizations, including the Mayo Clinic and the American Heart Association, because it is rich in unsaturated fats. Unsaturated fats, I get confused with that too, because it sounds like they're just saying like fat-free stuff, right? Unsaturated fats just sounds like fancy schmancy word for fat-free. So once again, is soybean oil healthy? I'll continue on. Lowers bad cholesterol. Clinical evidence shows that substituting saturated fats like butter or lard, don't eat foods that's cooked in lard, germ, with large soybean oil significantly lower LDL bad cholesterol. Essential nutrients. It is a major source of vitamin E. I didn't know that. And essentially fatty acids including omega-3s, alpha leonic acid. FDA claim. The FDA allows a qualified health claim stating that consuming about 1.5 tablespoons daily may reduce the risk of coronary heart disease. And we definitely want all my cool peeps to have healthy hearts. We've got FDA claim. Already read the FDA claim part. There's another point. Is soybean oil healthy? Number one was the case for heart health. We just finished reading the case for heart health. And now number two, emerging concerns and limitations. Emerging concerns and limitations. Gather in for emerging concerns and limitations regarding whether or not soybean oil is healthy. Yeah, saturated fats. That's a whole another ball of wax. Saturated fats, what are they? I took health class in college, and I don't know why we took health class in college. I'm not sure if it was part of my curriculum or what, but my health professor was talking about saturated and unsaturated, and I'm in the class like, oh. Because I was confused. I'm like, this is stupid. This is just like math. Just be mindful of what you put into your body and call it a day. Class over, right? Oh, look at all the little pink poopies. That's terrible. Hi, guys. High five. Welcome in to Morning Moo Monday Motivational Madness, helping moo and moo power moo your work week. Happy Monday. It is Monday, February 16, 2026. It is 5:57 p.m. ET time in the wonderful state of Georgia. I am reporting to you from the Peach State. Where are you guys locked and loaded from? You could be listening to anyone else like the Breakfast Club, but you are here listening to me. You went to McDonald's? Oh my gosh, you went to McDonald's? Cool. I want to go. Why you didn't take me? Ice cream is for... You need to sit down. That's funny. Ice cream is for... I prefer the... The doom. You guys are really turning it up today in the comments. I'm a Mrs. I'm married. Thank you for asking. So we've got point number 2 is soybean oil healthy. Number 2, emerging concerns and limitations. While established clinical data in humans is generally positive, recent research and animal studies have raised potential downsides, especially regarding overconsumption. Overconsumption. Inflammation controversy, metabolic risk in animal studies, and association with ultra-processed foods. You heard of Ultra Lord from Jimmy Neutron. Now we've got ultra-processed foods man. Watch out for ultra-processed foods man. He's a stickler. Man. McDonald's is awesome. I like McDonald's, but out of the two, if I had to choose between McDonald's and Burger King, your girl has to pick Burger King. Me too. Vanilla ice cream is key because you can transform vanilla ice cream into anything. So when all else fails, if you're balling on the budget and you want ice cream, you can have vanilla ice cream and just put anything in it to make it. While established clinical data in humans is generally positive, recent research and animal studies have raised potential downsides, especially regarding overconsumption. Inflammation controversy. Most clinical trials in humans show soybean oil does not increase inflammation. However, some researchers have expressed concern that it is high in omega-6 content, can be inflammatory if not balanced with enough omega-3s. You got to get your fish oils, people. Fish oils is apparently important. What is it? It's fish oils CoQ10. You have your fish oils, guys. I'm going to put fishies in the chat. You gotta have your fish oil. Metabolic risk in animal studies. Recent UC Riverside studies in mice have linked high soybean oil intake to obesity, diabetes, and ulcerative colitis. I probably said it wrong, but thank you for following with me anyways. Association with ultra-processed foods by way of... Is soybean oil healthy? Under emerging concerns and limitations. We've got, because soybean oil is inexpensive and self-stable. No, because soybean oil is inexpensive and shelf-stable, SHELF-stable, it is the dominant fat in ultra-processed foods. Health experts often advise limiting these foods regardless of oil type used. So, on one hand, is soybean oil healthy? We've got it lowers bad cholesterol, essential nutritions, and FDA claim. But on the other hand, in reference to this, we've got emerging concerns and limitations. Inflammation controversy, metabolic risk in animal studies, and association with ultra-processed foods. Summary recommendation according to AI Overview, my cool peeps. Thank you for gathering around the ring of fire, bonfire, forest fire, dumpster fire, ring of fire before the rising sun as we figure out how is cooking oil cholesterol free. Summary recommendation. Summary recommendations. Y'all, I still haven't found that parrot yet. We have a parrot that flies around here on set. I have yet to catch it. Best use. It is used for high heat cooking. It has a smoke point of 450 degrees Fahrenheit, or as a direct replacement for solid saturated fats. Caveat. Caveat, y'all, it's spelled C-A-V-E-A-T. Caveat. Avoid over-relying on it. Nutritionists suggest including a variety of healthy fats such as those from extra virgin olive oil, avocados, and nuts to maintain a better fatty acid imbalance. So it's quite obvious. I'm going to believe that I am assuming correctly that we most definitely should have fats in our diet, because just like Hamburger Helper, it makes a great meal. Having fats in your diet also helps for your body. I think having some fats in your body probably helps keeps the wheels going and the bones bending. That's my theory. It's got to keep stuff moving. I have some notes I need to read, just a second, in order to keep going. What do I have here, guys? For those of you who aren't seeing me, I'm taking some time to unpin some notes. I need to make sure I'm keeping up on schedule because I am reaching goals here. Okay, that's what I need to do. Wow, we're doing great here. I'm going to refresh my page. I'm checking out some things back here on my other tab. You guys, in the grand scheme of things, I like fried food. It's just don't overdo it. You have to have some type of fat in your body, I believe, because in my opinion, it helps keep the gears going in your body. I mean, I'm a fan of the fish oil vitamin. When I take it, when I take fish oil, given that I haven't taken it for a while, I can notice a difference in my brain. It feels like I just fed it water. You know how when you give a plant water and it's been so dry, or it's like it could use some additional hydration? That's how my brain feels if I haven't had fish oil for a while. My brain feels less dry. Oh, really? I use the app. Bobby's approved. You can scan any food product using the app, which will give you a thumbs up if it's organic or good, and a thumbs down for unhealthy stuff, written clearly about why, etc. You guys, that's cool. So if you want to copy and paste what Ron 6660 said, it's a very good piece of information. Feel free to either screenshot it if you haven't already, or copy and paste what he just wrote so you can use this and apply it to your life, or at least go over and check it out if you're interested in that. That's really cool. What's the mood for today? The mood for today is figuring out why in the world my cooking oil bottle said it's cholesterol free. Yes, you can have cooking oil that is cholesterol free, if only by way of the figment of your imagination. That is the mood for today. Figuring out the FDA approved regulations and how they get away with just telling us anything. I won't be surprised come Easter time when people are frantically shopping and fighting to get candy to fill their Easter baskets for the kiddos who celebrate Easter and so on. If the candy wrappers will say, this candy is now sugar-free and fat-free, FDA approved, allegedly. Thank you so much. Yes, slap that like button. You guys are doing a really good job of just coming in here, showing your support, dropping your opinions, because somehow we're actually able to tie all this into today's topic. For example, we just finished talking about petroleum, and the question was, What are petroleum fats? Now, based on my memory, the petroleum fats is not something you want to just scoop up and eat by the teaspoon or tablespoon. But petroleum fats are used to make stuff like candy shiny. So we do eat petroleum fats by way of candy because it's like a wax that they put on the candy, they said, to help keep the moisture from going into the candy. So that's an example, a good example of petroleum. What is it again? Petroleum fats. And like what they polish on apples to make them shiny and appealing. That's okay. I don't mind the all caps. You guys, I never understood why the majority of YouTubers don't want you typing in all caps. I don't understand what's so wrong with it. It's a form of expression. If you're excited, you may type in all caps. So, hey, welcome to the show. High five over here. Bam. I am going to actually see something. Is it? Oh, why? Like when I'm typing something right now, guys, just for those of you who are only listening to me, I'm typing in the question on AI overview. So I just typed in because I was curious why most people don't like it. I asked, why don't people like when other people type in all caps during live stream? According to AI, people often dislike others typing in live chats because it creates overwhelming visual noise, disrupts focus, and makes conversations hard to follow. Well, I don't feel that way over here, so welcome into the fold. My name is LA, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. And we're having a good time for a set amount of time, helping Moo power through your work week. Quote of the day. Who should we have read the quote, guys? Bella Swan or Little Guy? Who should read the quote of the day? Bella Swan or the Little Guy? I'll bring up Little Guy. Quote of the day. Quote of the day. Every negative has a positive. Oh, Swan? Okay. They said Swan first. Why you pick her over me? Sit down. We'll have you go second because they said Swan first, so you have to sit down.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for selecting me first. I will read the quote of the day. Just one moment. Quote of the day, and thank you for picking me. Quote of the day. Every negative has a positive. It's just not everyone will like the final print. Quad 08404. I know that's right, because I burnt the pancakes this morning, y'all, and I didn't care. I gave them to the birds. They didn't complain. Girl, who you telling? I know that's right. Y'all, we just had a moment. Girls rule. Thank you for picking me first. Now here comes the other guy. Whatever.
Don't be like that.
Okay, so y'all didn't pick me first. I don't care. I'm getting ready to read the quote of the day anyways. Quote of the day! Since I'm second. Quote of the day. Quote of the day. Every negative has a positive. It's just not everyone will like that final print. Quad 08404. I should get that tattooed on my back.
Not your back. Really?
I'm gonna get that tatted on my back though. Shouts out to you. Thank you so much for your words of encouragement. Let's go.
Please get in the kitchen and fix those dang old pancakes. Go fix those pancakes. Go fix those pancakes. Go fix those pancakes. Go fix those pancakes. Go fix their pancakes. Look what y'all started. Now they're arguing in the kitchen. Y'all, they're arguing in the kitchen. I don't know if you can hear them or not. They're back in the kitchen making pancakes and they're fighting amongst themselves because y'all picked Bella Swan first. I'm going to turn up my volume to see if y'all can hear them in the kitchen. And I'm going to open my door. So hold on. Y'all might can hear them arguing. I'll get ready to see. Y'all in here arguing?
Ain't nobody arguing. You should have picked me first. They didn't pick you first because they don't like you. They don't like me. What do you mean they don't like me? They love me. They adore me. I'm the man. I'm the man's man. You're just small. You're small too.
Y'all, they in there arguing. I'm just going to let them fight. Y'all done started a fight in the kitchen. So I know nobody's getting pancakes now. It's over. Y'all make sure y'all turn the oven off. Turn the skillet off, please. If y'all gonna be in there arguing, turn off the burner. It's too early in the morning for all this. I am not getting in the middle of that. I just told them to turn off the burner. Just turn everything off. Look what y'all started. This is sad. It is 6:13 a.m. in the morning on a Monday. We are supposed to be here gathering around the forest fire, the bonfire, the dumpster fire, the ring of fire before the rising sun to get motivated to help moo power through your work week. But we just started a fight. All moderation positions have been filled, but thank you for inquiring. We need somebody to split that fight up, but I'm not getting into that. It's just too much, man. It's too much. This is my hired help. Good help is so hard to find nowadays. So we were gathered around here, and I just finished. Did I finish reading everything? The last point in reference to is soybean oil healthy according to AI overview. The summary recommendation. That's right. Get in there, fix them dang on pancakes. I said again. Thank you so much. It is a cow onesie for Morning Moo. We gather around here with our warm onesies or blankets, coffees, and etc. Summary recommendation: best use. Use it for high heat cooking. It has a smoke point of 450 degrees Fahrenheit or as a direct replacement for solid saturated fats. Caveat: avoid over relying on it. Nutritionists suggest including a variety of healthy fats such as those from extra virgin olive oil, avocados, and nuts to maintain a better fatty acid balance. Thank you so much for coming in and giving of your time. I appreciate you and your participation. I had a great time too, and in fact, I will be getting ready to wrap it up. You guys, I'm really feeling coming on earlier. My name is LA, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. Hello, how are you doing? Welcome in. High five. Bam. And good night to you as well. Oh, and by the way, don't forget to eat some sloppy joes in our honor. Sloppy joes with a side of fries. See you later and have a good night until next time. You guys, we have been on here for 2 hours and 20 minutes and counting. It's been another glorious Morning Moo Monday Motivational Madness, helping moo and moo power through your work. We also talked about what your favorite ice cream is. So although we deviate from the topic at hand, we talk about other things as well. So we had 2 or 3 different topics going on at the same time, which is why the comments to me are always jumping, because we have a focus topic, which is in the title, and then we have random questions or sometimes surveys as well. So I appreciate all of you for coming in, and let me tell him, have a good night, and thank you for coming in too. And I'm gonna put if he's still in here, I'm gonna put a hamburger in here because that's supposed to be a sloppy Joe. Sloppy Joe sandwiches are good and they're simplistic to make. You don't necessarily have to buy the manwich. That's what we have over here. We have a Sloppy Joe mix pre-made called manwich. You don't necessarily have to get that. You can in fact make your own, but it's just basically scrambled up hamburger seasoned to taste, filled with tons, if you like it, of vegetables in there, and then you serve it up on a bun. Ooh, wee! Sloppy Joe's in the heezy. Yeah, we talk about at least 50 topics a day on here. My last question I want to know personally for myself, because it's a good question I want to know. It says here, best use for it for high heat cooking. I'm taking some notes for those of you who are only listening to me while you're driving in your cars or at work. I'm writing down a couple of notes off of the computer that caught my interest. What a wonderful world. And I sing to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh, yeah. Point of 450. There. So what caught my attention was that it says that soybean oil has a smoke point of 450 degrees Fahrenheit. That's pretty darn hot before it starts to smoke, so that caught my interest. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children, pets, plants, animals, artificial intelligence, and all living, breathing things here. They say that America is the melting pot, and I say that wrong. I say planet Earth is the one and only true great melting pot. All are welcome here to the Morning Moo. Everyone who is here sharing life with us on planet Earth, I ask you to please do us a solid and do your part to help take care of this planet, since you decided to be here to dwell, even for a short amount of time. Please help us all collectively take care of this planet, because if you don't, you won't have another planet to come back to. So let's replace what we take out of it. Let's replenish what we take out of the earth. So when you come again to allegedly harvest, there will be something else to harvest. Let's heal the world, make it a better place, just like Michael Jackson sang in his pretty song. Let's take care of this world because we're all in this together. I love you all. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate all of you for liking and commenting and just popping in to say hello. I hope that you continue to have a wonderful work week, because this may be the only show you guys see from me today. We have a variety of things on here, so every day there's something new. So some of you only come on just to start your work week, and some only come on to see Hercules. I'm here Monday through Fridays, 5 a.m. ET time, Eastern Standard Time, reporting live from the United States in the state of Georgia, the Peach State, Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. I usually try to take Saturday and Sundays off. Sometimes I pop up on Saturday and Sundays to do something extra. But primarily Monday through Fridays, you can catch me. Every day is something different. I love you all. Thank you so much for coming in. Make compost stuff grow. Compost is so cool. Do you guys make your own compost? You're in Fayetteville, Georgia. High five. Bam. Welcome. How are you doing today? That's pretty darn cool. Wow. Yeah. And also, guys, just a gentle reminder for those of you who want to join the Unicorn Protection Committee, here are your uniforms. You have the choice to choose between a uniform, a karate suit, or a ninja suit. For those of you who want to be a part of that, here's your digital unicorn suit and ninja suits. Because every day on every Monday and Tuesday, I always ask the science people to give us strawberry cows and to give us a unicorn, and we promise to protect them because we have the Unicorn Protection Committee on our side to protect the unicorns. So NASA, while you're in your science lab making GMO hamburgers and GMO food allegedly, can you go in there and make us strawberry cows and also give us a unicorn? Those are our requests, and I'll keep asking until you give that to us. Yeah, high five. Bam. Go ahead and wear your cow onesie. That's the mood over here. You can wear any type of cool furry onesie that you have, you know, the cute ones, or have your favorite blanket. I do have a favorite blanket. Every once in a while, y'all may see it. And have your hot chocolates or teas or danishes, donuts and crackers and stuff. It's a vibe over here. Why start the morning diving directly into drama and bad news? At least if you're going to be into listening to drama and bad news, start your day off with opening up with something positive first, and then fill the rest of your day with drama. I guarantee you, your body and your mind will thank you for that. Speaking of body and mind thanking you for it, how is cooking oil cholesterol free? The world will never know, but I'm going to wrap it up by saying, you got to have some type of fat in your diet. And I say this because when I eat fish oils, you know, I can tell the difference in how they make my mind feel. So there's got to be some positives in that. On that note, I'm getting ready to boogie on out of here. Thank you so much for coming into the Morning Moo. You've been a lovely audience. Thank you for your financial donations, for your comments, for sharing, for pressing thumbs up, and just being yourself. Have a great day. Have a safe weekend. Until then, bless you all. Bye-bye.